So,
Oh shit, that works.
King of the Iron Fist is not here again today because cancer struck once again. Cancer struck so hard that he had to go all the way to Aeropostale. Never before in my life would I think that a Hot Topic guy would be going to Aeropostale. So, we have this girl here, Chink the Asian Wonder, back on the show. And she's going to sit there and look pretty for you guys to look at while I talk about bullshit. And meanwhile, in the background, we have my best friend, Sheen the Iron Fist. I don't know what to call you. And he's trying to figure out a Wii system. So this is going to be a great video. This Raw sucked. I hated it. It gave me diabetes in the middle of the show. Gave me stage 4 cancer. And I don't know why I continued to watch this shit. The only good thing about it was John Cena. So, guess how the show starts off. Guess. All these fuckers in the Money in the Bank ladder match come out. And they all sit on top of ladders. Ladders. So, let this sink in. These motherfuckers came together and they said, hey, we know we all hate each other, but let's sit on top of ladders together in the middle of the ring and talk to each other. What a great show. So, they all talk about how they're going to win the Money in the Bank match. I don't really give a shit because I don't care about any of them. I never have given a shit about any of them. Kevin Owens is okay. Dean Ambrose is unused professionally. I don't know what the fuck to say about him.
Yeah, I don't think your Wii works.
Does it not work? That upsets me a little bit. Fuck. So, all of this leads to Teddy Long coming back. Why did Teddy Long come back? I don't know. Teddy Long came back, and he said that he was going to be the GM of SmackDown when it goes live. And he said we're going to have a 6-pack match, Iron Man match, with a 4-way and a 3-way involved in it. Whatever the fuck that means. So, Stephanie came out, and Stephanie was like, how'd you get past security? And Teddy Long was like, I'm black, player. And that's how he got past security. So, they sent him back. And there was no tag team match and no 6-pack elimination match. They announced all singles matches for tonight. They announced Shane was not there because why would Shane McMahon be there when he runs the show, right? Makes sense. So, we have Cesaro versus Chris Jericho in a boring, unentertaining match. It's probably like the best match of the night, though, because it went on for 12 minutes, which is longer than any other match on the show went on for. Cesaro won with the sharpshooter, which I guess I'm happy they added that to his arsenal. I don't really give a fuck. Chris Jericho is a heel steal, and I don't understand why. They got a video package for the Seth Rollins-Roman Reigns match, and what they did is they played Seth Rollins' part of the situation, and then they played Roman's view of it, and I don't give a shit. It's funny to me how they devote the time to show a video package for these two fuckers, but they don't have time to show up on the actual show. Okay. So, we got a non-title match. We got Rusev versus Jack Swagger, and their excuse for bringing Jack Swagger back is that they were in Oklahoma. So the guy hasn't been on TV in months, and then they said, oh, we're in Oklahoma tonight. Let's put him against Rusev. So they went outside the ring, and they fought each other. Titus O'Neil was on commentary because he's black, and he's got a voice. So these two fight. I don't care. They go to a count-out because that's how every match ends, but Rusev won by count-out because he got back into the ring after shoving Jack Swagger and Titus O'Neil. Swagger and O'Neil got up, and they started fighting against Rusev, and Rusev got scared. And this leads to a triple threat match there, John. Eventually, maybe, at the pay-per-view. I don't give a shit. My hero and savior of pro wrestling came out. John Cena came out. And he was talking about the beatdown that the club gave him last week. The club is still a thing. And he said how the moment last week was electrifying, and how AJ Styles was like The Rock, and I kind of laughed. Because AJ Styles will never be The Rock. Ever. 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 So AJ Styles and his two gay queers come out, and they say, you buried people, John Cena. You're not good for the business. You bury us young talent. And this is such a, like, hardcore promo because it's appealing to the smart crowd. So, I don't understand why AJ Styles thinks that he's going to beat John Cena, because if he knows that John Cena buries people, he would know 2 years ago John Cena buried the whole Wyatt family, and there was 4 of them and 3 of AJ Styles and his queers. So, Cena tells AJ Styles that his comeback sucks, and I laughed, and John Cena basically owns AJ Styles, and then AJ was like, you want to fight? you want to fight? And then they all slowly approach the ring at the slowest rate ever. And then they finally get to the apron, and then they stand there for like a good 5 minutes. And then the New Day finally comes out, and John Cena starts dancing with the ghetto people. And this is going to lead to a 6-man tag main event later without John Cena. Because that makes sense. We got Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains. Because this match had to happen. Enzo and Cass won. Enzo's still a mentally retarded midget with no charisma. I don't care if you people say, oh, he's the new Road Dogg of pro wrestling. No, he sucks. He's trash. I don't even know what he talked about in this promo. He like talked about like kid stuff. He was like unicorns and rainbows, and I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with wrestling? So, Enzo and Cass won. Don't give a shit. Then it was Alberto Del Rio versus Sami Zayn. And the gimmick here is that we had a promo backstage. In this promo backstage, Sami Zayn, they were talking to him about why he wanted to win the match tonight. And he was like, I want to win tonight because I'm a good person. Even if I go out there and lose, I'll still be a good person at heart because I'm happy to be here. And I instantly wanted to shoot a motherfucker. So we got Del Rio versus Sami Zayn. And it was a boring match. I didn't give a shit. Del Rio won, and I laughed because all these smart fans are now going to be upset that their darling Sami Zayn lost to Alberto Del Rio. I don't give a shit about either man still, though, so why should I really give a fuck? Ambrose and Owens then met backstage, and it was one of the gayest moments ever when Ambrose was just walking by, and Owens just so happened to be standing there. And Ambrose was like, you think I'm not crazy? I can go a little crazy. I beat you before. I got it! And he got it to work. And Owens said that he's pregnant, and he will prevail tonight. So we got Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Also a terrible match. It was the shortest match out of all 3 singles matches. Dean Ambrose won because what's the point of making Kevin Owens look strong, right? Yeah. Well, so all you people that say Dean Ambrose are going to win the Money in the Bank match, you're going fucking insane. That's not going to fucking happen. Probably I would say it's over there somewhere. If it's not over there, it's at Andrew's house. I'd text him about it.
He's gonna hold it hostage till he gives his money.
Probably. We got the young Bob Backlund video again. The Darren Young make him great again, even though he was never great to begin with. That seems legit. And then, apparently, She-Male Flair talked. I don't know, because I didn't watch this segment, so. We got another Muhammad Ali video package. And Muhammad Ali is all of a sudden important.
Rip. He done died.
Wow, that's terrible. Yeah. So, Muhammad Ali, I don't know what he's done for wrestling. I don't know why we're tributing him on the show.
He was like the most important black wrestler ever.
He was a boxer.
Wrestler, boxer, whatever.
I don't care.
He was still more important.
It's their play to get Ronda Rousey on the show eventually. So, Stephanie, again, was meeting with Teddy Long because we had a Tyler Breeze versus R-Truth match that everyone cared about, and it ended in 44 seconds. And so Teddy Long came out and was like, I'm going to make this a tag team match, player. And then security came out and took Teddy away because he's not supposed to be there tonight. And so Stephanie was like, get the hell out of my building. I'm going to be running SmackDown when it goes live because Shane McMahon's not good enough to run it. So Shane McMahon's going to come back next week and he's going to be like, I think Teddy Long should run the show because Teddy Long is black. He has money. Player. I won't give a shit. So then we got the exciting main event. We got the Club versus the New Day. And a great matchup. A great matchup that didn't even start the moment they came out. They came out and they started fighting and they didn't ring the bell. They just were fighting. And so then they went to commercial and we came back and Michael Cole was like, well, we hate to inform you that Xavier Woods was taken out by the Club during the commercial break there, John. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that during commercial break? Styles Clash onto the announce table. Oh yeah, just let's show the coolest move during commercial break. Okay. So we came back for the Club versus the New Day, and it was a complete squash. The Club won in like 5 minutes because the New Day is going to win at the pay-per-view, so what does it matter? I don't really give a shit. Oh, that was the other thing. They announced a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the next pay-per-view. They announced it was going to be Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains versus the Club versus the New Day. Because all those teams deserve title shots. That was it for Raw. Oh wait, no, it wasn't, because then after the club won the match, they decided to beat up the New Day some more, and then the savior of all pro wrestling came out, John Cena, and he was like, "Fuck you and your cancer," and he beat the fuck out of them. So, yeah, that was Raw. It was terrible. You're crawling down the stairs now. Yeah, it was bad. Wouldn't recommend the show to anybody. I will be going to Slammiversary this weekend, so expect videos from that maybe on the channel. Maybe photos. I don't know. Expect something. The Impact review will be tomorrow, either with or without King of the Iron Fist, because cancer is deadly. Maybe we'll do a predictions video. Takeover's also this week, so expect a Takeover review. Maybe. Once again, if cancer does not kill. Yeah.
Finally get your goddamn weed
Why?
working.
Experiment 624. Why? Why do you have Experiment 624?
You didn't notice that?
I didn't.
Experiment 64?
I didn't notice.